Hello, good morning. Good morning. I am Paula Nicole Good, and I am a Transformation Abundant Life Coach. I just wanted to get on here this morning just to talk to you all about something. So I was scrolling through just some of the quotes I had saved, just trying to get some inspiration for some things, and came across something that actually resonated with me. So I just want to read it to you. This is something by Enlightened Consciousness. Okay. It starts, when someone asks me what is wrong, I simply reply with, I'm just tired. And they say to take a nap. But you see, this exhaustion is not something that can be resolved by sleeping. I cannot simply shut my eyes and wake up okay. I need a break from my mind, my feelings, my life, this world. I need to get away for just a little while and let my soul rest. This resonated with me in multiple ways. Number one, of course, we're in a time where stress is high for many people. But this resonated for me personally because I lived this life for years. I was exhausted. I was tired. I remember one day speaking to my best friend, and she said that my middle name needs not be Nicole, but it needs to be I'm tired. She says, you just need to walk around and say, my name is Paula, I'm tired, good. Because I was always tired. And as funny as it was so true. It was my truth. Why was I tired? I was stressed. My mind was so busy. My feelings, my life. I had so much going on in so many areas of my life. It was like I was walking through a cloud every single day. So as I was reading and just contemplating on this, I just started taking some notes. So I just want to go through some things with you all. I know there are people who are experiencing this, and I just want to read this last part because it's this last part that really stands out. When it says, I need a break from my mind, my feelings, my life, this world. I need to get away for just a little while and let my soul rest. Okay? So how do we rest our soul? How do we reset? How do we get to a place where we're not so exhausted, where we're not so tired, where we can go through each day? So one thing to keep in mind is your thoughts create your feelings create your actions, and your actions create patterns or cycles of behavior. So let's break that down. Of course, thoughts are obvious. We know what thoughts go through our mind on a daily basis, whether we're purposefully thinking of them or whether we are just letting our thoughts flow through. I see some people, hey Chastain, Lisa, hey Brittany. So we have multiple thoughts that go through our head. But I really want to start digging into the feelings part. The feelings really plays a significant role. So, of course, we have thoughts. Our thoughts create our feelings. With our feelings, what happens is we'll develop things like stress, anxiety, worry, doubt, overwhelmed. You're feeling off balance. You don't have any confidence. That stress and anxiety can become chronic if you do not deal with it. And when you start having this chronic stress or chronic emotional stress, it can lead to poor health. And then with poor health, you start having bad habits, bad eating habits. You don't plan your meals. You're not eating clean. You're just eating whatever you can get your hands on. With chronic stress, it also leads to things like poor gut health. Now, with our gut health, I'm speaking of our gastrointestinal system, or better known as your GI system. That's your stomach, your intestines, all of that. Well, your gut is your immune system. And when your immune system is out of whack, it throws off your whole body. And you'll start seeing it show up in ways of like your skin. So you get skin rashes. For me, I used to get hives. I used to break out in hives every day at the same time, and I knew it was related to stress. And when I say hives, I'm talking about all over. It could be anywhere, my face, my arms, my legs. And they'd last for a good hour or so, then go away to the next day. You also can have things like stomach aches, indigestion, which can lead to stomach ulcers because of the acid in your stomach. Stress also affects your cardiovascular health. This can show up in hypertension. Your blood pressure will be uncontrolled. With uncontrolled high blood pressure, it can lead to strokes. It can lead to poor kidney function. The pressure in your body affects all of your organs. So you can have a lot of different issues. It's a domino effect. Chronic stress also can affect your neurological system, and this could lead to headaches. So your neurological system is your brain, your nerves. Insomnia is very common in those who are very stressed. And when you are suffering from insomnia and not getting sleep, you have things like brain fog, you can't function, can't think, you have memory loss, and affects your productivity, okay? So when it comes to talking to your feelings, they can really affect your health. All right, so back to the top, thoughts create your feelings create actions. When you are stressed and your thoughts are not in alignment and they're leading to these feelings that are creating stress, anxiety, and worry, your actions end up being inauthentic. You're just doing enough to stay afloat. You lack purpose, you lack direction. Okay? Of course, your actions lead to patterns of behavior. Overall, you're not productive. And it doesn't lead to success. And there are many of you who have goals, you're not reaching them, you can't figure out why. There's things you want to do. You want to get on that treadmill every day, lose weight, you can't figure out how to do it. You're doing things and you don't know why you're doing them. If you go back to your thoughts, I bet you get to the root of things. So let's get to how we can fix all this. Number one, you want to control your thoughts. What are ways to control your thoughts? The first thing you want to do is clear your head. The best way to clear your head is through meditation. Meditation stills the mind. There are so many people who say, oh, my mind's too busy to meditate. But when I hear people say that, I say, you're the number one person who needs to really focus on meditation, because you need to learn to still your mind. And you can start with 5 minutes a day. There are a lot of different apps, and even YouTube has a lot of videos where you can do guided meditation. Guided meditation is good for people who do have a busy mind, because you're focusing on somebody else's voice and listening to what they say. So it's easier to stay in line with that practice when it's guided. Then as you get better, you can increase your time to 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and then start getting into, I can meditate for an hour, 2 hours. And I do suggest you do it in the morning and in the evening, especially before bed, because meditation helps with better sleep. And people who have who've begun a meditation practice will tell you, meditation has changed my life. I know for me, when I don't meditate during the day, I feel frazzled. I easily lose track of my day. And with what I do, my day requires a lot of thinking, a lot of thought, a lot of decision making, a lot of multitasking. I'm constantly in my head. So beginning my day with meditation helps keep myself straight. I also will pause and take that time to meditate. Also, if you're someone who does have a busy day, I know many of you are working from home, you're trying to also do virtual learning with your kids, it's important to take a break. I'd say I take 30 minutes per day and do nothing. No music, no reading, no phone, nothing. 30 minutes. Set a timer. Let your brain rest clear. Okay? Another thing that can control your thoughts are affirmations. And affirmations are I am statements, and they counter negative thoughts. So if you're doubtful and you feel like, let's say you have a thought of, I suck at this. You want to counter that thought with, I'm very good at this. I do this well. Okay, so you want to think of the negative thoughts that you have in your head repeatedly, and you want to counter them with affirmations. And the thing with affirmations is, as you write them, you want to say them, and you want to believe them. You can't just say them from your mouth. You have to actually believe this about yourself in order to change how you think. The next thing is journaling. You want to get out of your head. Journaling is an opportunity to get those thoughts out of your head. If you're worried about what you have to do tomorrow, write a list, a to-do list. In the morning, write a list out of what you need to do. Get that out of your head so you're not trying to think and remember about the things you have to do. Back to journaling. writing different thoughts. Write about how you feel. Write about what you wish could happen. Write your plan for your future. Write your movie script for yourself. I always tell people, dream big about your future and write it down. Write it. Set some goals. Set the tasks that will help you achieve those goals. Get it out of your head so you're not constantly thinking about it. The big thing, address your fears. Fears are huge. Fears will make someone not reach their goals quicker than failure will. And when you find yourself being fearful of something, you need to ask yourself, are your fears realistic? You know, a lot of people are afraid of rejection. They're afraid of failing. They're afraid of being shamed. A lot of times when you're making a change in your life and you do something, you can't worry about what other people think or what other people are going to say, because the truth is, if you set a goal and you put forth the effort to achieve it and you actually achieve it, then you've done something for yourself. Forget them. I know it's easier said than done, but controlling your fears and not worrying about what other people say is big, and that's something you need to work on if that's something that gets in your way. So beyond controlling your thoughts, next let's get to the feelings. You really want to deal with your feelings. Sometimes, you know, we get certain feelings within ourselves, certain emotions, and we want to hold them in. We want to push them down. We don't want to deal with them. Deal with your feelings. Let them out. Now, you have to, of course, have the place and time. You can't be in the middle of a meeting and decide to have an emotional outburst. But whenever you get into a place where you're by yourself and you have certain feelings, let them come out. And if that's anger, if that's sadness, if you have to cry, if you have to scream, stop holding things in. Like I said, these bottled up emotions affect your physical health. They will make you sick. They will create chronic disease. You have to let this out. When you bury your feelings, you're not doing anything but constantly fighting the urge. You're fighting to keep them in. Okay, so, and that's where your body is directed, pushing these things down. Let them out. Also, with dealing with feelings, if you're feeling low, you can do things like raise your vibrations. How do you do that? I love listening to music. Put on your favorite song. Create a playlist with your guilty pleasure songs, the songs that get you up, dancing. Start your day with your favorite playlist. Oh, my goodness. Engage with high vibe people. There are certain people that I call where I know no matter what, we're going to have a good time on that phone. Even if it's just a 5-minute conversation, find people who believe humor is like at the top of the list. Get on the phone, laugh with them. Also, helping others. I'm a giver, so when I give and help others, it helps me raise my vibrations and I do feel better. Also have a creative side, so I love doing art, painting, drawing, writing, reading. Do things that raise your vibrations. Sometimes it only takes about 5 minutes. Another important thing to do when it comes to your feelings, stay away from toxic people. Toxic people have a negative energy, a negative vibe. They can breathe the wrong way and make you feel bad. Write a list of the people in your life who are negative. Stay away from them for about 30 days. Or minimize your interaction with them and pay attention to how you feel. Good morning, Lando. Toxic people, I mean, you don't have to engage with them. I don't care who they are. Cut them off, cut them out. I'm a proponent on cutting toxic people out of my life. I've done it. I've done it with family. I've done it with friends. My life is much better because of it. You just have to cut them out. The other thing when it comes to feelings, if you have very strong feelings that are related to something that's happened in your life, such as trauma, if you've had an emotional part of your life and you're struggling with, this is where therapy or life coaching comes into play. Get someone to help you. Not everyone can move through those situations by themselves. Sometimes you need guidance. That's where I would come in. I am a life coach. I do help people get past those points in their life. And you don't have to look to me. There's a lot of life coaches. And like I said, Therapy is also very good because there are some things that do require a therapist. You also want to start looking at your actions as you're dealing with your feelings. How are your feelings affecting your actions? Ask yourself, do your actions that you do they have purpose? Do they have value? When determining if your actions have value, ask yourself, what is valuable to you? Even with dealing with certain people, who are the valuable people in your life? Make a list of the valuable people. Make a list of the things you do that are valuable. Make a list of the things you want to do that are valuable. What's valuable? What adds value? What makes you feel good? What makes you, what are you going to do today that your future self will thank you for tomorrow? I think that was one of my posts this week. I was hoping some people would actually answer. I would love to hear, what can you do? What are your thoughts on that? But create these new habits. Set goals for yourself and then set the actions to actually obtain these goals. So, once again, I think, see if I can bring this quote up. The tablet locked me out. So, once again, I'm going to read just the second and the last part. For those of you who may have missed it, I read it at the beginning, actually, I'll just read the whole thing. So, this quote from Enlightened Consciousness. When someone asks me what is wrong, I simply reply with, I'm just tired, and they say to take a nap. But you see, this exhaustion is not something that can be resolved by sleeping, and it can't. As you see, I've gone through a lot of action steps that sleep cannot fix. I cannot simply shut my eyes and wake up okay. I need a break from my mind, my feelings, my life, this world. I need to get away for just a little while, let my soul rest. I hope these points that I shared with you will help you rest your soul. I hope you're able to get into alignment with yourself. As I said, I am a life coach. I do incorporate all of these steps into all of my programs with working with my clients. They do have great results. I think all of them have definitely said that when it comes to meditation, it has changed their life for the better, as well as the journaling. So please consider incorporating those two. And if you are interested in working with me, I will include my link in this video. It's also located in my page, but I will include it in this video. So I wish you all a great day. It's sunny where I am, but very cold, but I'm gonna still try to get out. Remember, it's your choice to make a change in your life. I wish you lots of love and lots of peace. Bye-bye.